car don't make you rich. Cars only impress broke people. Liabilities only impress broke people. Clothes only impress broke people. Bags only impress broke people. Shoes only impress broke people. You behaving like you have money only impress broke people.
I was a good person before you played with me. You knew I was a good person before you gambled with me. You knew that I was a good person, and not only was I a good person, I was a good person to you before you did what you done. That's right. I don't care nothing about an individual missing me, baby. I want you to understand that people know exactly who you are, and they knew that before they played with you. Hello, somebody.
Revelation of rarity lowers tolerance. There's certain things that you won't tolerate once you recognize that you're rare. See, once you recognize that God has set your value to priceless, settling season is over. Because everything that settles ends up at the bottom. And I believe sometimes we've confused being the bigger person with the toxicity tolerance. And this many times starts in childhood, because our parents are supposed to be the ones that protect us. But what do you do when your parents are the ones that you need protection from? And this is how we learn lethal loyalty. We end up being loyal to lethal dysfunctions and lethal patterns, because historical trauma gives us a high tolerance for pain. And so what we'll end up doing is measuring our strength by how much we could take. But spiritual awareness is when you're able to discern those who enrich the soil of your life versus those who are just waiting around to consume the fruit. Everyone is not easily replaceable. Some are once in a lifetime. Timothy only had one Paul in his lifetime. Ruth only had one Naomi in her lifetime. Jonathan only had one David in his lifetime. Peradventure, instead of us always having conversations about haters and toxic people, I believe we should also begin to highlight the need of being healed enough where you could identify destiny shifting connections and honor those, because that's rare, because the revelation of rarity lowers tolerance.
Message to my kids. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are the best thing in my life. You have skills and talents no one else has. You have a personality that makes you uniquely you. You are amazing. You are loved. I am proud of you.
They try to confuse you and make you think that just because you're speaking up for yourself that you're about confrontation or you're about drama and chaos. You owe that to yourself. We're not in a season right now where you can walk around playing nice with nobody. We ain't playing nice with nobody. We're not accepting no apologies from the grown folk that knew exactly what they were doing and knew the damage that it was going to cause. We no longer giving nobody no benefit of the doubt, baby. We all benefit of the doubt out. We left that back in January. We ain't doing no more benefits of the doubt, baby. You knew exactly what you was doing and you done it anyway. You knew the impact that it was going to have and you done it anyway. You knew that I was going to be broken and you done it anyway. You knew that my heart was going to be in pieces and you done it anyway. I'm no longer going outside of my way trying to understand why you did it. I'm no longer trying to have countless conversations to understand why you did it. I don't need the closure.
My life changed when I realized that my entire life, the love that I had been searching for was the love I didn't have for myself. I'm going to say that again. The love I had been searching for and seeking was the love that I didn't give myself. When you grasp that, when you finally figure that out, you stop seeking love from others. Suddenly, you feel fulfilled. Suddenly, you have peace. Suddenly, you have confidence and joy and purpose. The love that you have for yourself will change your life.
There's a man that we all know in this industry that cheats on his wife all the time, right? He would borrow my neighbor's house to go bring girls, and that man I would never do business with. I don't want to break bread with, and I have no respect for this man. I could respect a man who's honest, but a man who lies to the woman he's building a home with and building a foundation with, that's your love. That's who you're sharing your covenant with, and you're doing that to her. The fuck are you gonna do to me if we go into business?
I think that's such a good point.
So I don't mess with people that cheat, or if I find out that they cheat or lie, your word is everything to me.
You want to know the main reason why people can't stand you? Every time you post, they get mad. Every time they see you, they get jealous or envious. It's because they set a bar for your life that you surpassed. And that's the main reason why they hate you.
This is one of the deepest quotes I've ever heard. And it goes, God will put you back together right in front of the people that broke you.
Because blood make you related, but loyalty is what make you family. We might got the same blood in us, but your actions determine whether or not we really family. Family be the ones that love you when you feel like you don't even love yourself. Family be the ones that hold you accountable and tell you when your shit stink. Family be the ones that got every option out there in the world and they still choose to stand next to you. Now you tell me if every one of them actions ever came from somebody that had the same blood as you. You show me your loyalty, I'll show you where my love is at.
The moment you put a stop to people taking advantage of you and disrespecting you is when they define you as difficult, selfish, or crazy. Manipulators hate boundaries.
When God anoints a person, no matter what they do, be careful about putting your mouth on them because they belong to God. If it's any bringing down to be done, God will bring them down, not you. Because if you touch what God has anointed, you become an enemy not of the person, but an enemy of God.
Hear me. I don't care how sneaky you are, or how long you got away with it, or how manipulating you are. God is not going to allow you to backstab solid people that have been nothing but good to you. The Bible says that you will reap what you sow. And the interesting thing is the reaping, it hits harder than the stuff that you thought you got away with.
Is there anybody in here that's ever been mad at yourself for being too nice, never really realizing that what I hate about myself is what God loved? It hurts to keep on caring, even when you're not treated fairly, but there's something down inside of you that cannot render evil for evil. It hurts to say I'm sorry when you know you wasn't wrong. It hurts to hold your peace when you know you're right about it. But there's somebody watching me right now that knows what it is to argue with yourself all night long and say what you ain't gonna do and get up in the morning and do it anyway. Have you ever had somebody leave you and they thought when they left you that you wasn't gonna make it? Send them a picture. Do a selfie. Show them because of what I've been eating, I've been sustained. You thought I couldn't make it without you, but God kept me.
Let me tell you something, friend. You know the type of person you are. You know you a good person. Ain't no need to defend yourself. At this point, let people believe what they want to believe. Think about every time that you've tried to defend yourself. Did anybody believe you anyway? No. People gonna believe what they want to believe, but you know who you are. This ain't no boxing match. You ain't going against Mayweather. You don't need to defend yourself. This ain't a fight. What you fighting for? To impress who? To get whose confirmation and acceptance? These regular out here?
This quote freed me. You can't make peace with somebody who only knows war. Take a moment and think about that person in your life who you cannot make peace with. It is not your fault. You are not crazy. All they know is war, and all they desire is war. War is like oxygen to them, and if they can't find it, they will create it. It might be a sibling. It might be a significant other. It might be a friend. It might be a coworker. Those individuals who do not know peace, they do not want to know peace. All they know, all they long for, all they desire is war. So give yourself some grace, because peace was never an option.
We're all damaged from things we've been through in our life, and we all need to heal from them. No matter how positive or happy we are, how our mindset is, we still need to heal, because that will unlock a part of us that has been robbed away from us from a certain experience, right? They took your money, they took your youth, they took your time, they took your energy, they took your health. It's okay. All of that can be restored. No doubt, everything can come back. But if they take away one thing from you, and that's who you are and how you are, then they have won, because they make you another version of them. So if you come out of experience saying, you know what, from now on, I'm not going to be kind, I'm not going to be loving, I'm not going to be fun, I'm not going to be all of that, no one deserves this, I went through, so I'm going to give everyone.
But guess what? You're another version of the shitty person that did this to you. You become another version of them. So how is that even making the world a better place?
Sometimes it takes certain things falling apart for better things to fall into place. Sometimes it takes losing what you're settling for to remind you of what you truly deserve. Sometimes it takes the most uncomfortable paths to lead your life to the most beautiful place.
You know what this year has taught me? That anybody could switch up on you easily. It don't matter how long the bond was. It don't matter how long you guys were friends, how long the relationship was, how good you were to them. They'll still switch up on you. And that's real.